Hidden in plain sight on Franklin Avenue in New Orleans is an artist studio operated by the nonprofit Court 13 Arts. Inside, a puppeteer is prepping props and sets for the New Orleans Giant Puppet Festival.
Does this puppet have a name?
Yes, this is Rhonda. She's a swamp monster.
And a printmaker is creating proofs for a poster.
This is letterpress printing. This is, or relief printing is sort of a more, the broader term for everything where relief. So in other words, the raised area takes the ink and then the impression transfers the ink to the sheet.
The artists share space here and pay reduced rent to the 501c3 nonprofit founded by filmmaker Ben Zeitlin, writer and director of the Oscar-nominated film Beast of the Southern Wild. Ben worked on his debut feature film with Louisiana artists in a collaboration they nicknamed Court 13, after a squash court that served as their creative base of operations.
Films don't get made just by having a camera and a computer. You need a sewing machine, you need a painter, you need to know how to construct, gears, and so it was this place where all these different types of people were coming together to do something creative in this very kind of collaborative way. So that idea of this collaborative space where there's a lot of creative freedom and just tools and places where artists meet to be inspired and express themselves became sort of known as Court 13.
So off the back of Beasts of the Southern Wild, a Kickstarter campaign was started and we fundraised in order to find a permanent home for our organization and all of the artists that this organization was founded to help.
Madison Bruno is the executive director of Court 13 Arts. She's a textile artist who understands the financial struggles of creative pursuits.
We have 6 studio spaces and 6 resident artists here that we rent to for very, very affordable prices in order to ensure that they're able to fabricate and collaborate with one another. It's one of the spaces that we forge in order to meet our mission.
Part of that mission is the preservation of all art forms, which brings us back to the printmaker and the puppeteer.
We live in a digital age where you could create this digitally.
Yes.
Without all this equipment and all of this manual labor.
Right.
Why do this?
Well, you got to talk to people who are into music, who prefer phonograph records and the old analog sound, or people who are into film, who prefer shooting actual film. There's a warmth and there's the hand of the creator in it, instead of that coldness that the digital expression is. It's easier, it's more convenient, but there's just no replacing it.
It's amazing. I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without their help. I mean, honestly, I would still be making mock-ups and trying to tell somebody, well, it could look like this if I only, now the only thing that I'm fighting is time, because I have the space now, and if I could just finish everything,
So there would be no Fronda without Arts Court 13.
Court 13 Arts is in growth mode, with plans to build a new community center next door to the artist studios. The nonprofit also hosts weekly film screenings to stimulate conversations and networking opportunities. University of New Orleans film professor Henry Griffin is a regular attendee, encouraging his students to participate.
I know it means a lot to them to see that the people in Court 13 are simultaneously the very best in the world at what they do, but also the kind of people that they can hang out with at a movie screening. It makes their goals seem really tangible, and I think that's encouraging. It's encouraging for them, and it's very fulfilling to be around that.
So what Court 13 does so well is build this community aspect that allows not only the filmmakers of Louisiana, but also the artists to be able to be anchored here in Louisiana for the long-term development of the state, right? So we have so many beautiful, talented artists here.
Beast of the Southern Wild racked up 4 Academy Award nominations in 2012, shining the spotlight on Louisiana's filmmakers, artists, and artisans. Ben continues to build on his filmmaking success based in Louisiana and hopes more homegrown creatives will do the same.
I have this hope for the city and for the state. I also just have this hope for cinema to get more diverse in this exact way, and to find ways to spread not just where films are shot, but like where the creative energy comes from and where the stories originate from. So that's part of our mission.